Hello my dear student, I am your science teacher. I hope you all fine. Let's start your next chapter, chapter 4, metals and non-metals. We use a number of objects in our daily life. These objects are made from materials such as wood, plastic, metal, rock, etc. Out of these materials, some like metal, wood, rock, etc. occur naturally, while others like plastics are man-made. Among natural materials, we have one group of materials that is known as elements. Elements. Any substance which is made up of same kind of molecules is called an element. An element is the simplest substances which cannot be suppleted. Thus, it can be referred to as the pure substance calcium, iron, aluminum, oxygen, gold, silver, nitrogen, etc. are example of elements. It means any substance which is made up of same kind of molecule is called element. On the basis of their properties, elements can be divided into three groups: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Metals can be distinguished from non-metals on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. Let us discuss about them. Some physical properties of metals and non-metals. Some physical properties of metals and non-metals are: physical state. Metals are generally solid at room temperature. Mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature, about 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. On the other hand, non-metals exist in three states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. For example, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. are solid non-metals. Bromine is liquid non-metals and oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. are gaseous non-metals. Hardness. Metals are generally hard except sodium and potassium, which are so soft that they can be cut easily with knife. Whereas non-metals are usually soft, however the hardest substance found in nature in diamond, which is a form of non-metal carbon. Luster. All metals are shiny in appearance. The shine in metals is called luster. Some metals like gold and silver have very high luster, hence they are used in making jewelry. Non-metals do not have luster. They have dull appearance, but some non-metals such as graphite, diamond and iodine have crystal shine. Malleability. Malleability is the property of a material to be beaten into sheet. Metals on being hammered or compressed can be flattened to change into sheets. This is how aluminum foil is made, which is used for packing food items, medicine and chocolates. Gold and silver are the most malleable metals. They can be hammered into very thin sheets. Several foil are used for decorating sweets. On the basis other hand, non-metals are non-malleable. They are usually brittle. If they are hammered, they break easily. Ductility. It is the property that allows materials to be drawn into wires. Electrical wires are made of thin strands of copper or aluminum. These thin strands can be torn or twisted easily without breaking. Gold and silver are the best ductile metals. On the basis other hand, non-metals are non-ductiles as they cannot be drawn into wires. Sonority. Sonority is the property that allows material to produce sound when struck with a hard material. For example, the bells commonly used in school, churches, or temples produce a ringing sound when they are stuck with a hard material. Due to rarity of metals, these are used for making bells and metallic wire being used in musical instruments such as a sitar and guitar. On the other hand, non-metals are non-sonorous. It means they do not produce sound when struck with a hard material. Melting and boiling points. Metals generally have a high melting and boiling points. These allow metals to be molded into different shapes by heating or cooling. However, sodium and potassium have low melting points, while gallium metals has very low melting point that it melts on the palm of hand. On the other hand, non-metals usually have low melting points. Conductivity. All metals allow heat and electricity to pass through them. Thus, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. In fact, silver is the best conductor of electricity. Thus, it is used for making electrical contact in computers. The next best is copper and then aluminum. However, lead and tungsten are not so good conductor of heat and electricity. As materials are good conductors of heat, cooking vessels and made from them. On the other hand, all the non-metals except graphite and bad conductors of heat and electricity. Graphite, a form of carbon, is good conductor of heat and electricity. It means on the basis of their properties, element can be divided into three groups: metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay.